what I wanted to show you today was the console. I've got the console out now, and again, as I put it all back together, it gives me an opportunity to, you know, tidy things up a little bit. But I just thought I'd just take you through very, very basic features of this thing. Fundamentally, it's 6mm MDF, and this one was all hand cut, so MDF paneling. Again, I've used those little simple brackets to join it all together, so it is all effectively screwed together with brackets. And I've got these removable little panels here, so obviously this one here is the trim wheel, and I had a little switch panel down here, just a very, you know, little rocker switches, toggle switches down the bottom there, just for miscellaneous stuff. Now obviously I've got the panels out, and the way that I secure, once this box is all together, the way that I secure it is on the back. I've just literally super glued the nuts to the back, and that way you can, you know, obviously tap in through the back there, and they seem to hold pretty well. So there's a fair bit of super glue on each of them, but that's all I've done, so that when I have this rotated around, I can literally just mount the trim wheel in as an example and screw it straight in. Similarly with the fuel selector valve down here, so left to right, and obviously both, same thing again. I've just got the super glue on the underside there, and you know, this whole piece here just connects onto the brackets, and then I just screw it up. And the way that that's screwed in is just literally just M4 screws, look a bit like that, with a little nut on the end of it. Now, what I had failed to do last time, which I'm doing now, is I'm progressively re-screwing all of this together again, because what I didn't do last time was put spring washers on the underside. And so, you know, given that this is, you know, for the most part steel on steel, when you're screwing through here, it comes apart quite easily. So this loosens off quite easily. So I need to get some, you know, a bit of tension underneath those washers and nuts. So I'm going to put some spring washers through now, which I should have done at the start. So lesson learned, put some spring washers under stuff, makes it a lot easier going forward. So I'm just doing that now progressively. But that's pretty much it for the console box. So pretty basic, but yeah, it does the trick. At the top here, you might be saying, what's all that for? That's fundamentally just for cable management. So literally just got some cables that are coming down from the main panel, feeding down through here and out the back, because out the back here I actually have my Leo Bodner board mounted. I'll just show you that now. So I'll show you how I mount that from the back of the console. So that's pretty much it there. So that's just mounted directly onto the back. I've got that screwed into what is a custom 3D printed bracket part that literally slots over that nice and tightly there, so it doesn't, and it holds it in quite nicely. And that way I can feed my cabling up to whatever I need to plug into the Bodner board and be able to read that Bodner board with the indicator markings down either side. So that's all I've done there. And obviously that'll then feed back out to the PC at the back of the sim. Simple USB connection goes back into the computer. So that's how I access it from the back. And then obviously I've got a bunch of cables and all that sort of sit in there, but they're all hidden. Hope that was of some use. Onwards and upwards.